It's really cool to just have people in their 20s in general on this platform to, talk about real life shit that people who are 20 years old, have to deal with.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another weekly edition of ISD and School Detention. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am your host, Devonn.
Hello.
Melodramatic as always. Is that the right term? Melodramatic? Or is it just mellow?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's mellow. That's Pierce, of course.
Hello.
The one that kind of offset.
I'm Pierce.
You sound like it's the first day of school. Hello, I'm Pierce. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm hot, actually.
Yeah, it got kind of toasty in here once I closed the door, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. If one of us farts, we probably gonna suffocate. So
Don't fart then.
I'll do my best.
I'll try my best.
All right, man. First thing, of course, always we're gonna jump right into some positive news. We're gonna shout out a hometown dude, man.
Goodness. I don't think it's that one. I think it's
No, God, it's
that one.
There we go. Shout out the hometown dude, man. Give a big shout out to Admiral Schofield, man. Admiral Schofield been balling out of G League, and he got called up to the Orlando Magic, man. Shout out to Admiral Schofield. That is fucking huge, bro.
That's dope.
That's dope. I remember. I don't talk to him now, but we played PB football together. He's always been kind of. I think I was a little taller than him at that time because we're a year older than him, but he's always been like kind of a bigger kid. And then we had a classic of the senior year, and the motherfucker just shot up, just big.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro,
it's huge.
What? Crazy. It is so dope to see.
Well, his whole family is like that, man.
Yeah, his brother played in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't know if his younger siblings play sports at all.
I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but regardless, man, shout out to him. It's always good to see somebody from your hometown win, especially because we produce some low key raw athletes coming out of here, bro.
High key.
Like Deshaun Wilson, overseas hooping. Henry French, overseas hooping. I mean, we can count North Chicago too. Michael Turner, Sean Marion.
Yeah.
We make it happen out here, bro.
We do what we can, man.
Yeah, Aalegra Cotterman. She was diving at Dartmouth College. 100%.
Crazy.
We out here, man. And for what I can see, JR hooping. I use hooping with everything. Like, even watching my nephew's football game, I'll be like, that's a bucket. It's a touchdown. Yeah. I just do. Like, everyone knows what I mean. I know what I mean. I'm like, that's a bucket. That's a bucket. Fuck that. Touchdown. So, but JR, I know, is doing this thing at Carmel, too.
Yeah, man. He's next up, bro. Big time.
That's what's up, man.
Big time.
That's what's up. And shout out to that boy, Daryl Overstreet Jr.
Yeah.
Fucking these boys up.
He's next up.
Big time. Big time. Big time. Keep your head up, kid. I have nothing, again, for the Check It Out segment. I couldn't think of anything. I mean, part of that was on me because I should have just looked some shit up, but I couldn't think of anything to give you guys this week for a takeaway, and I'm not going to force some shit out of my ass, so sorry about that. But
yeah, I don't know.
Do you have any takeaways?
Nothing interesting, man.
Same. Nothing is some mundane life. Oh, make sure you do laundry on time. Like, I'm not going to fuck around and say that, but I mean, I would just say, Black Friday's over. Holidays are coming up. Yeah, this will be out by Christmas. So, wow, Christmas is in 6 days.
And I still got to do my shopping.
Really?
My shopping up.
I'm done. I only got my mom, my dad, my grandma stuff this year.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to get more stuff for the fam. You feel
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. I guess one takeaway. I mean, if you're going to get a gift for somebody, make sure it's a meaningful gift. You know, obviously be on the lookout for deals or whatnot. But they're also, because, like, you know, people know everyone's out there spending their money, be on the lookout for scammers. Be on the lookout for people who are out here just trying to get your money on some bogus shit. You know?
Time. Yeah, bro. A lot of mugs be getting scammed like during Christmas time. I mean, it's an easy time to scam people, realistically.
Yeah.
If you think about it, everyone's looking to get stuff. You feel me? And everyone's willing to spend money. So
Facts.
Which is wild, but you got to get it how you live.
That is true. That is true. But sometimes I feel like as a society, we're tricked into spending a lot of money on Christmas on shit that we really can't afford. You know, like some people,
absolutely, man.
You know, like they put such a big emphasis on this holiday where it's all about just spending money and spending money and spending money. It's like you got to be careful to not get mixed up in that and just remember what it's about. Not just, I spent this amount of money. Like, I've seen my family get into fights over gifts gotten for certain kids and people and turns into a whole ugly thing.
Really?
Yeah. It's ugly, man, when you let money get involved and kind of corrupt you like that. It sucks. It takes away from the whole purpose.
Realistically, we probably shouldn't even really be giving gifts on Christmas, you know. It should just be a time to gather with the fam, you know, and just enjoy each other's company. But, you know, with how the world is, any opportunity to make something into a money-making scheme is going to happen. So here we are. I mean, look at Coca-Cola and polar bears. What do they got to do with Coca-Cola?
That's absolutely nothing to do with Coca-Cola. I've never connected that at all. I thought it was cool looking as a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
You don't see any polar bear commercials anymore. Well, I don't really watch TV like that. I only stream.
I'm sure they're out there though.
Yeah, but back in the day, those commercials were hella cool.
Yeah, I liked them.
Mm-hmm.
I liked them.
So, you know what? I think you mind if I go on live?
I don't care, bro.
Cool. Sorry, just trying to things. But yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with it. But I also do feel like that because, let me see, where's live at? Here we go. All right, let's try this. Let's see the back of my bald ass head. But, but yeah, no, I mean, money doesn't, money shouldn't have the amount of power that it does, but it does. Like, we were literally, before we recorded, we're talking about strictly here about AMC.
Yeah.
And like money and all these things that really, like, money's tangible, but all the shit we were talking about really ain't tangible. Yeah. Like stocks and shares, and this goes up here and you short it here. I get it. I know it's real, but it's like you can't hold a share in your hand.
No, you can't. Well, you could. There's like paper shares, but it's not like a share.
You know, right?
It's like a representation of one.
Right. It's hard to grasp the full type situation. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I don't think that stuff's, it's not made to be understandable to everybody. You feel me? Because if everybody knew how to work that system and, you know, just do the shits and everything like that, then everybody would be making money. No, that's not true. But a lot more people would be making money, which we can't have in this society.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, a lot of that stuff's just mad confusing. You would think that there would be like classes on it, you know, finance classes in school, like mandatory financial classes in school, like high school and stuff like that. But no, none of that. So then we got to learn it on our own. And the thing is, like, are we even learning the right stuff? You know, and then you got to like read these books, do this and that. So yeah, man, it's it'd be nice for everyone to know about it, but that means lots of money is going to certain people, and they can't have that. You know,
exactly. Like when the whole GameStop shit happened, I remember seeing, I don't know the guy's name, but I remember watching him go on was it CNN or Fox or whatever. He was talking. This guy was in, this is bullshit what they're doing with the games. This is taking money out of my pockets, out of all our pockets. We work hard for. This is theft. This is so wrong and all sort of shit. I'm like, man. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's just funny. Like, obviously, I'm no expert on any of that stuff.
But like, me either, bro.
It's it was just interesting because you like for the longest time, I'd imagine ever since like the stock market became even a thing, like there's probably been corruption and manipulation and this and that, and you know they're fine with doing like illegal things and you know screwing people over, but the minute like the majority, like just the regular people, like just find out a loophole, you know what I'm saying, and are on the ups, you feel me? Like now it's an issue. And so now, you know, people need to go to jail and this is and that, but they're never going to say that to themselves that they need to go to jail for doing the same shit. You feel me? So I mean, it's pretty sad to see. But I saw that too. It was actually pretty funny. Just because you could, when it was, because like, what is he getting upset about? You know what I'm saying? He's not making more money. Yeah. You know that he made a dumb decision and then got found out and now he's losing. You know
what he's doing? What wasn't it technically like illegal or something?
What?
Like how you saying short it because they would short the stocks, right? Isn't that technically illegal?
I don't know if that's illegal, but no, because you can bet that a stock's gonna go down. But the way they were going about doing it was illegal. Like I said, they had a lot of synthetic shares, a lot of fake shares were out there, and then they had like dark pool trading and stuff, which is, you know, a whole nother thing. But a lot of manipulation going on.
Yeah, that shit sounds hectic as fuck.
I mean, there's just a bunch of shit going on, you know. And then they'll be like we were just talking about how like AMC has a lot of good news coming out, even breaking records. Spider-Man's coming out. Devonn, Matrix, all this shit's happening. You know, they're doing really well, but the stock goes down. Even when they just the day before they had release a press release of saying like, oh, we just broke the box office record for this and that. Then the price goes down. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? But that's such a basic example of the manipulation. There's so much more. But like I said, I'm no expert on it. So, and I'm not a financial advisor.
No.
So don't really take anything I'm saying to heart.
Yeah, but one thing we've noticed, especially about money, is that inflation is fucking crazy. Everything's expensive as fuck right now.
Hell yeah, man.
And and this is just our stab in the dark at it. We are not economists by any means, so don't take our financial, advice to heart. But I'm assuming everything's so much more fucking expensive because they're trying to make up for all the like money they gave away during the pandemic. I don't fucking know.
I don't know how inflation works, to be real with you, man.
I really don't. I don't know either. I don't know about supply. I don't know about demand. I kind of know about that, but not really. I know if I want some, if I demand it, I supply it myself. I don't know. If I want a bag of chips, I go get it. I don't
know if that's how that works.
I don't think so either. I think that's just me. But also, it's kind of confusing, the whole money situation, because then it's like, okay, taxes are high as fuck. Everything's more expensive. But then like Biden's gonna like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and do loan forgiveness. That shit never happened.
Never happened.
So it's
I don't even want to talk about that.
Okay, if you had to give Joe Biden and Kamala Harris a letter grade right now for their presidency, what would you give them?
I don't even know, bro. Like a D.
Not an F?
Like, I haven't really been paying attention, man.
Okay.
Like, it's not that I don't want to pay attention. Like, obviously, yeah, you want to know what's going on, but at the same time, I mean, how depressing would it be if you're just constantly watching the news? You know what I'm saying? Because like you don't hear good things. You know what I'm saying? It's no matter what. You can go on Fox, you can go on CNN, you can go on MS. Does not matter. All they're doing is talking shit about something else, about this other side. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was Trump in office, CNN would be talking shit about Trump. You know what I'm saying? But Biden's in office, so Fox is talking shit about Biden. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never some positive shit. So I mean, as much as I guess it's our duty to stay up on what's going on in politics at the same time, no, it's not. Because I just feel like even if I felt a way about something, like my view on politics is that they aren't doing what's best for the country. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they never do. I mean, because let's look at, Biden and Kamala, they're running on loan forgiveness. Like that was such a huge part of their campaign, and now they're not doing it. So it's like, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, they've even gotten the votes from a lot of people if that was, if
probably not.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because like our generation and generation right before us and the generations after us are going to have stupid amounts of student debt. You feel me? So like if for a president to be like, yeah, we're going to try to slim those down a little bit. I was like, oh, that's great to hear. I won't be in debt for the rest of my life. And then you get in office and then they're like, oh, never mind. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wait, like that's why I voted for you.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't really surprise me when the government lets you down, because I just feel I can't remember the last time they stood up to what I wanted them to do. Not that they obviously got to cater to me, obviously, or anybody, but, I just feel like it's not really a government for the people. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, this is not a new idea, but at this point, elections aren't even, oh, let's pick the best candidate. It's just, let's pick the lesser two evils. You know what I'm saying? Because who really wanted, because the last election was what, Biden and Trump? Who wanted those two?
Nobody.
I didn't want Biden
I didn't
at all.
want either of them. Especially now that I learned more about the 98 crack laws. I definitely didn't want Biden. Because it's like, bro, you the whole reason why we here.
Yeah, man.
Our community is in the shambles because of those laws. So it's like, as much as I don't want to deal with Trump, do I really want to deal with you? And I get it, there's ups and downs to everything, and you want to give people a second chance. You want things to change.
Yeah.
But some shit you just can't act like didn't happen. And some shit you try to move on from it, but sometimes history repeats itself. Not saying that shit's gonna happen all over again, but it's still things that are done that are kind of a disservice to us.
Absolutely, bro. I don't know, but this is the thing. Like, you can't, as a president, or just the government in general, really, like, you can't please everybody. There's just no way. There's just no way you're gonna be able to please everybody, And like, I didn't really want to get into it too much because, like, I'm not an expert on this at all, so like, I don't want to be talking on my ass. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the candidates for president, like none of them really were that appealing, and even the ones that I did like want to hear more about, they weren't getting the airtime that I wanted from them. You know what I'm saying? Even if they had great ideas, like it's obvious like the media plays a part in all this. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna give certain people more time to speak. You feel me? They're gonna forget about people completely, even if they have great ideas. Like we already saw it. They gave Biden so much time to speak versus other candidates that had better ideas. And at the same time, why is it constantly just a bunch of old people in office? That's an issue too.
I think Andrew Yang,
all throughout the government, just old ass people trying to make rules for shit that they aren't even gonna experience. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these people aren't even gonna be around like to experience everything they're putting in place, but we gotta deal with it. It's like, what? That makes
Bro,
no sense.
I'm telling you, bro. Andrew Yang, and what, 3 years? Has it been a year for Joe yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 years.
About to be.
Andrew Yang, man. I think that's gonna be the one.
We'll see, man. I mean, I know he's making his own party.
That's fire.
The Forward party.
I like that. That's super.
So,
I know he got a job at CNN too. That's fire.
Yeah, but
That's fire.
you know, it's gonna take some time for that to get some steam under it. But
yeah, 100%.
it's lit though, because I mean, the two-party system obviously is not working.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I would argue that a majority of people in America aren't even right or left, like super right or super left. It's I would argue a lot of them are in the middle and kind of lean, sway either way. But I talked to plenty of people that, you know, their ideas, like when I'm talking to them, like they agree with some Republican ideas and they agree with some Democrat ideas. Because neither side is 100% right.
that's a fact.
Absolutely not. You know
That's
what I'm saying? So it's just, to be forced to have to choose between the two of them, it's just ridiculous, you know? So I'm glad that someone's doing something about it. We'll see how the media reacts again. Like I said, like they don't give equal time to everybody, you know, to get all these to hear about everyone's ideas and see what they got going on. They obviously push certain people that they want to win for whatever reason. So we'll see how that goes in the next election, man. But I don't know. I just hope that the nation's is as fed up with all the bullshit as I am, you know what I'm saying, and wants at least someone that, if anything, I just want someone younger in office.
Yep.
Not 25,
I think,
but like 40s.
I think the rule is 45. Isn't it?
No, I think it's like 30 something.
Oh, really?
I think.
I thought it was 45. Okay.
No, not at all. But just someone that's somewhat younger, you know, has an idea of what's going on with like our generation or like even the generation right before us. You feel me? Because you got people got motherfuckers in there that are 80 years old. Like, what are they gonna do for us? They're not thinking about us. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, that they're not thinking about the younger people in the world. They're thinking about people their age and shit like that. So we kind of just get pushed to the side, and then we gotta pick up the pieces that they threw everywhere.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, but that's why I don't fucking really keep up with the news like that, because it's just depressing, man. Like, I get really nothing from it. I get nothing from it at all, except sad. That's real.
Yeah. No, facts. Facts. All right, moving on from that. What's next on the docket? Since my phone,
I don't know.
My phone is preoccupied. I sent it to you.
Did you?
Yeah,
oh,
I did.
My bad. My bad. Music, bro.
All right, first thing we diving into, bro. This new Chief Keef. Tough. This shit nice.
Capital Uff. Lowercase t.
Yeah. No. Excuse me. That shit is great. That shit is absolutely great. Let me pull up a track list one time.
I think it's cold, bro. I mean, you could obviously tell that he really was trying some with this album. You know, I don't know. I think the songs are cold. It's decent length, 15 songs.
That's a perfect length, actually. I thought that shit was gonna be longer.
Like long though. It's like
the songs are that long.
It's 46 minutes long.
Yeah, the songs are not that long.
But each song is a banger, bro. Each song is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad that Chief Keef came out and was doing his thing. You know, I would hate to see him drop an album because he hasn't dropped an album in a few years. You know, so it would suck to see him drop one and it wasn't, you know, his best. But I definitely think this might be a top album for him. I think.
Yeah. Oh, you think so? Because as someone,
not the top, okay, a top album.
Because you've listened to Chief Keef longer than I have and more than I have. So how would you rate this among his current projects, even though it just came out?
I don't know, man. I mean, he has so much stuff, so much music. Personally, I mean, I feel like I gotta listen to this more and see like how much I revisit it, because there are other albums and other songs I revisit a good amount, you know. So, but I guess off of first few listens, I would say maybe like, I don't want to say top 5. Maybe close to top 5 for me. But I guess it depends on what you're looking at too. Like, how am I grading these albums?
Damn, it's a lot of albums.
Yeah, bro, I know. I was looking at the other day. Because I was trying to find a song from this album on my phone, and I just realized how much Chief Keef. I think he is like the person I have the most of on my phone, realistically.
Hey, I'm gonna read them off. UF Overload. Overload.
What are you reading off?
I'm reading off from Rap Genius. These are different. These are all his albums, apparently.
Oh.
This is so fucking
His albums, probably albums and mixtapes, bro.
Moolah Express. Did you listen to that?
I don't know, man.
Glory Road. Bang. I know you heard Back from the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak peek, Finally Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Finally Rich, the deluxe. Finally Rich exclusive edition. Damn, bro. How many finally? Bang Part 2.
Of course.
Almighty So.
Yep.
Ape Shit.
Yep.
Back from the Dead 2.
Yep.
Nobody.
Yep.
Sorry for the Wait.
Yep.
Sorry for the Wait Deluxe.
Yep.
The Leak.
Yep.
Volume 1 and 2.
Yep.
Bang 3. God damn. He's a lot of repeat projects. Bang 3 Part 2.
Yes.
Finally Rolling 2.
Yep.
Finally Rolling 2. Glowed Up Deluxe Edition.
Yeah, bro, I've listened to a lot of them. I've listened to a lot of them. You know, you don't got to name it all, but he's got a lot of shit going. You know what I'm saying? But that's good, though. Honestly, I like how he just drops stuff, you know, and it's not always going to be good, but he drops stuff. And honestly, one thing I really do appreciate with Chief is that he's super experimental. You know what I'm saying? Like, dumb experimental.
Yeah, he tries different shit. I think I remember I was reading something a few months ago. He was getting into more graphic design.
Really?
Yeah, instead of like rap. Obviously, you said raps, he put out a fucking project, but I think I read something about him getting really into like graphic design.
I mean, he
like
probably just, when you got money like that, you know, like you're not working a job.
Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's what I'm saying. You got a lot of time to do what you literally can wake up and just like go to different classes.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go to like a guitar class, and then you can go to like a piano class and a painting. Like you just learn shit every single day. You know,
I hope that this Chief Keef album, I mean, obviously it does well. It's being received well, but I hope that it really just reminds people when they talk about, you know, goats of hip hop, people who've changed hip hop, they talk about Keef.
I mean, I think it's kind of hard to deny what he's done for the game.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like when it's all said and done, I think he's a legend in the game. I think most people would agree, if we're being real. I mean, he's obviously influenced a really amazing amount of rappers that are out right now.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
really,
right there.
Really like to, and I hope people also give respect to Chicago music. Everyone talks about Atlanta, and Atlanta's fire. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Chicago, man,
It's different, bro.
It's different, bro.
And the thing is, I think he's like a year older than me.
No, he's our age.
Is he our age?
He's my age to the day. We have the same exact birthday.
Oh, so that's what I'm saying, bro. Dude's crazy young. He's done all that. It's just like, what? It's wild.
That's nuts.
Bro. That's wild.
That's nuts, man. That's nuts. Shout out to him. You know, lately, music-wise, I've been on a real
R&B. Yeah.
You know, before we do R&B, let's stay consistent with the list. Roddy Rich.
Yeah.
I have not peeped it yet, and I wanna talk about this because I feel like sometimes when artists drop albums, we're so quick to listen to it. Cool, right? Yeah. But I think it was a mistake that I made. I don't know if other people are doing this, but I have to learn a habit. Sometimes I'm too eager to listen to it.
Yeah. So
I have to take some time off, like maybe a week or so, a few weeks, listen to some other shit, and then come back to said album that came out because you have to curb your expectations a little bit. I like, for example, right, Off Season. Right when that shit came out, I listened to it. I had a weird feeling about it before because I'm just like, I'm too excited for this album. I'm too like critical. Like I'm in my mind, this album's gonna be a 10 before I listen to it. So when I listen to it and it may not be a 10 or it may not be what I expect it to be, I fuck myself up. Mm-hmm. So I'm with Roddy Rich, I'm just waiting a few weeks. I really love this last album. Last album's crazy.
You're gonna wait a few weeks to listen to this album?
Yes. Because I think that I have to calm myself down about being so excited to listen to it because sometimes we jump right into listening to something that you've been expecting. Your mind, at least for me personally, your mind puts you in a whole different level versus what this album's at. You know, not saying the album's disappointing or anything, but it's a mental thing. It's kind of hard to explain. You get what I'm trying to say?
I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, it doesn't take me that long. If I want to listen to something, it probably doesn't take me that long to listen to it, unless like a bunch of shit drop. Because sometimes like hella albums drop of people I want to listen to, so it's tough to get to them all, obviously, but. I mean, I just try to go in there with a clear mind. You feel me? I mean, obviously, that's what you're trying to do, too.
Yeah.
You know, it just takes a little bit longer, I guess. But
yeah,
I feel it, though. Because, yeah, you want to. Because, yeah, if you're looking forward to something, you're going to build it up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really going to be able to judge it fairly.
Exactly.
Because
you're so excited.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. My boy, Reek, right here on Instagram, he said, Chomp 2 going under the radar. How do you feel about that?
Big under the radar, bro.
That shit tough, look.
I just think, listen, I was one of those motherfuckers too. I was just like, fuck Russ, man. I can't, man. Fuck that nigga. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and say like I listen to all the music he drops because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some music that he drops. I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna listen to that. You know, it's more poppy. You feel me? But Chomp 1 and Chomp 2, and I said this last episode. If you're a fan of bars, if you're a fan of rapping, you gotta listen to those, and you're probably gonna like them. You know what I'm saying? Because like they just go in, like the beats are cold, The bars are there. The features are there. Everyone pulls their own. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's tough. It's tough. And yeah, I think it is going under the radar. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like albums like that don't really go above the radar. Like I don't really think like bars are appreciated as much anymore. In the wider hip hop fan base, you feel me? Like you got people that really like the essence of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And like the storytelling and bars and just crazy beats, boom, boom, boom. Then you got mugs that are just trying to be lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching Playboy Cardi perform a couple days ago, and his Whole Lotta Red album. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to that album, like just with some headphones in the car, like it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like depending on what you want to listen to, but like at the concert, it was wild. The energy was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then I was seeing people talk about it, and they were saying like this. You could tell this album was made for concerts, not for at home listening. You know what I'm saying? But which is cool. But I think a lot of people want that type of energy now, or at least a lot of kids want that type of energy, and not bars. You know what I'm saying? Because like they want to be lit.
Plus,
you feel me?
Everyone's super eager to get back outside because we haven't been really
real.
outside like that consistently in like a year and a half now because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So shit like that is honestly needed to have some shit where everyone can just go wow and just cut the fuck loose and just rage out. Like shit like that is necessary.
Tough to do that to bars just because you're trying to hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but like if you, excuse me, like I don't know, because he's got like Alchemist on the album, like dropping all types of.
He's on a Harry Fraud beat.
That's what I'm saying,
that
bro.
Shit
like,
nice, man.
So hearing those
can't
names,
deny,
because this is the thing, though. Some of those names, like we just mentioned, like aren't gonna have. That's not gonna move anybody.
Yeah,
not everybody. Some people can be like, "Oh shit," you know. Like one of my coworkers in one of my jobs was like, "Bro, you hear that Chum too, bro? That shit was wild, bro." Blah, 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 blah. But he listens to like the first day I met him, we were talking about Griselda and shit like that. So obviously he's into that type of music. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm talking to someone that listens to, you know, Uzi. You feel me? And like Cardi and all them, like only. And then I'm like, did you hear this Chomp 2?
I'd be like, what?
It might be like, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Which is understandable. But yeah, bro, like again, if you're a fan of hip hop, like at its very essence, you probably don't like that album. It's tough. Nice. It's tough. But again, Russ is probably never gonna have his you know, be as big as he could be.
The Lil Peep should definitely hurt him though.
Big time.
That hurt him shit big time.
Big time. And a lot of people, you know, just won't forgive him for that. Which is whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really give a fuck what other people gotta say about it. Like I like what I like. So
yeah, no, same.
You know what I'm saying?
To each his own, you know. That shit was definitely foul. But again, to teach his own, and everybody, you know, fucks with people for different reasons or don't fuck with people for certain reasons too. So teach his own.
Yeah, for real.
But musically,
it's cold.
That shit rap, man. I still think that shit with Benny the Butcher on Chomp 1, that might be one of my favorite Russ songs.
Absolutely, yeah.
What's the name of that song? I can't. It's the second week I brought it up in a row, and I cannot think of the name of that song. But that shit was nuts.
1 second, I'll find it.
He dropped a song every Friday for months, and they still gave us Chomp 2. That's a fact.
That's very true, bro. I mean, he's one of the rappers out there, like you know, that just is constantly working. You know what I'm saying? Like you got artists out there that really like real life just make music, songs, and you got others that. Might have like a couple months of just working and then don't do shit else for the year, you know. So and you know, which is everyone has their own way of working. So like, I'm not tripping on nobody. But the song you're talking about is Momentum. Yeah. But he's one of those dudes that just works. But I know he's also been in the game for 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Like real life, doing what he needs to do to get to where he needs to be at. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta respect that. You feel me? Regardless of how you feel about the man, you know, you can't sit here and say he's not paying his dues. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he needs to do to get his name out there, and he's doing it really well. At the end of the day,
that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact. What else did I put on there music wise? Did you have any music you wanted to add?
Not really, bro. I'm trying to think. I haven't.
Is that Jameson?
Yeah, it actually is Jameson.
He put some new shit out, didn't he? How was it?
Heals Me. I've only listened to. I haven't listened to all of it yet, but Rolling Stone's nice. But it's Jameson, man. Come on now.
Fire. So slept on. I was with my nephew on the car. I was in the car with my nephew yesterday. We was like on the way to go see Spider-Man. I'm like, we like old school. What you know about this here? He was like, oh, it's okay. I'm like, you don't get it. I'll be in this car. Turn up.
Singing my heart out, bro.
To this disco fucking 1980s porn video type beat. Bro in there be going crazy.
Yeah, man.
Real life, nice.
People need to start listening to music like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Smooth.
Right.
Just.
Mm.
But man, I'm
What?
sure he'll
Come around.
someday.
Yeah.
Someday.
Right. What else you jamming to? Nothing else?
What else have I been? I keep hitting this, bro. But no, man, nothing too exciting. I just got some random ass singles and shit. I downloaded nothing.
I don't know what it is, man. I just been on a real like R&B wave lately, and I've been going through all my music because one thing I'm learning as a DJ is that the biggest, I feel like it really with anything, I feel like the biggest thing you can do is be organized and be prepared.
Right.
If you not what is it? If you don't prepare, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. Something along those lines.
Something like
it's
that.
the saying. Yes. Oh, I'm prepared. I downloaded a bunch of music, like over 100 songs, and then I organize it. That shit is so tedious. I was going through just everything in like, oh God, what's the name of the song? Is it Get Like Me? Some older song I pulled up and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? But out of nowhere, I just fell into this like deep R&B hole. Just of like Snoh Aalegra, Steve Lacy, that's considered like neo soul, type situation. And that's just really what I've been vibing on lately. Like, I love my rap shit, don't get me wrong, but lately it's just been that. And I feel like Snoh Aalegra really doesn't get as much love as she should. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I mean,
when we talk about
I guess I could see that.
When we talk about like top R&B artists, people talk about like Ari, Summer. You know what I'm saying? Well deserved. SZA, well deserved. But I feel like we should bump Snoh.
Bro, I have yet to find like a project of Snoh Aalegra's that I don't like. I'm not gonna sit here and argue who's top R&B. You feel me? But like, yeah, bro. I guess if we're talking about people who I've heard be talked about when it comes to R&B, I don't really hear her name thrown around too much. But I definitely see her name in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like she's not getting recognized. You feel me?
It's not like she's not getting recognized, but I feel like the love that Summer Walker gets, I feel like Snoh should be able to get some of that too. Just based off, obviously, they run in two different lanes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Musically, they two different things. I'm not saying it's one better than the other. I would just love to see Snoh get some of that like attention that SZA and Ari and Summer get.
I feel you. Because
that shit is smooth as fuck. Like, and I feel like if she were to come out like in like the 80s or 90s with the same style, I think it'd be received really well too.
I can see that.
It's like she's just smooth. Like, I don't want to say it reminds me of Sade exactly, but it's something like along those lines.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something along those lines. So
big time.
All right. Musically, anything else you had?
Nah, bro.
Bet. All right. What's my first thing on miscellaneous? Shout out to everybody tuning in on live.
Nobody.
Right?
Nobody.
Now that shit going. All right, go ahead.
What letter grade would I give?
I already asked you that.
But yeah.
Yeah, I already asked you that. And I think the consensus for everybody is like an F right now. Niggas is on their ass.
Bro, I'd give every president, bro. Every president. But that's besides the point.
All right, what's the next one?
COVID numbers going back up. Do you want another shutdown?
I do. Not gonna lie. Not even just because I get the economy, and there's money involved and all this other kind of stuff. And it kind of hurt us last time. And then we had to give out stimulus checks and all this other stuff. I get it, bro. I get it. But what is more important? The people, their well-being, or some bread? In my eyes, it's always going to be the people.
I mean, it's going to be the money.
They're going to value the money. I value the people.
Right.
I value the people more because at the end of the day, man, that's what matters. Is who we, it's like our safety, our integrity, not a dollar, you know what I'm saying? Not making sure that your stocks are okay, that you got to close your business. Like, I get it, man. You got to make a living too. But there's tough decisions to be made.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's tough, bro. It's tough. Again, I just think this whole COVID thing has been the way is it.
I'm tired of talking about it for one.
Excuse me. I mean, me too. But like I've said this plenty of times before, and I'll say it again. I think the way it was handled and the way it was politicized has ruined the way we're going to handle it. Because now you got people refusing, whether it's mask mandates, whether it's vaccines, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not because, this is a safer option if I don't wear it. It's purely because of a political thing. oh, I'm not gonna follow your shit because you're this, and I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's not.
You can't hold me down with this mask.
Right? It's like, bro, no one gives a fuck what side you're
ass.
on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just there's facts out there about numbers going up. You know what I'm saying? And people getting infected. Like we're seeing it. I mean, look at the NBA, bro. Like, I'm gonna be surprised they get shut. They just should stop They need to stop the season.
That's what I was gonna say. I saw a tweet. Shout out to DJ Gemini Gilly, I believe. She's bleached up in Milwaukee. She said the NBA need to bubble up. I said,
for real, bro.
She's right,
like,
but the bubble up term was so funny. But it's true.
Shit just doesn't like.
The shit is ugly. Let me see.
That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to money, obviously money's more important because if they really cared, they would just be like, all right, we're gonna either bubble up or just stop the season for the year. Because I mean, you can't even get full teams. Like Trae Young just got into COVID protocols.
Kyrie Irving came back and then got right immediately. That shit right away.
And KD's and it's like you can't even. You're not even able to watch the players you want to watch play. So it's like, what's the point? You know. And then you call people up from G League and so many 10-day contracts. It's like, just stop it. But like I said, it's probably not gonna happen. You know. But the shutdown, like, I don't know, bro. It's just. I just wish people would think about this more. It's not a freedom thing, you know. No one's. I just don't understand that how everyone's trying to make it seems like it's a freedom thing. And I feel like honestly, a lot of Americans and probably first world country people, not just us, but like we don't even realize how privileged we are when it comes to situations like this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of other countries that are really getting hit hard by COVID. You feel me? Whether that's not having enough vaccines, not being able to afford vaccines, or not having enough staff just to deal with it, whatever the case is, you know. And we're over here willingly going against what would just make sense to do that has been done for hundreds of years whenever shit like this goes down. Because again, this is not the first time this has happened.
That's a fact.
Like at all in the history of the world. There's so many instances of diseases and pandemics happening. And there's also documentation of what they did during that time, you know? So for people to make it seem like what's happening now is like, oh, this is the first time they've ever done it. They're trying to take your freedom. It's like, no, they're not. All right? Like, they wore masks during the 1919 Spanish flu. Like, that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, over in the Asian countries, they've been wearing masks. You feel me? Like, without any sicknesses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like wearing, like, it's just so fucking stupid, bro. And the thing is, like, it's, again, like I said, it's not about safety anymore and what's healthy. It's just about, it's a political issue now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously not everyone on either side is following, you know, that. But I think if we took it from a health standpoint in the beginning when COVID was really going on, if we took that stance on it, everyone would be a lot more like, all right, yeah, like that just makes sense to do, boom, boom, boom. But instead, the people in power made it, this is a Democrat versus Republican thing. And
which is so dumb.
Which is so fucking stupid. But then you see how the fallout, now you got people just saying no just to try to stick it to the man. It's like, you're just hurting yourself.
Yeah, I
You know
agree.
what I'm saying? And I'll probably be an asshole for saying this, but like, if you refused any help, or if you refused any, like, or you purposely weren't wearing masks when you were asked to wear masks, chose not to get the vaccine, that's your choice if you don't want to, whatever, and just weren't being smart about it, weren't being safe about it, and then you get it, I don't feel bad. Personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why am I supposed to feel bad about that? You know, like, you chose not to take the precautions and this is what happens. And, you know, so I don't know. But at the end of the day, you just got to do what's best for you. You know, can't always convince people to do the other. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's doing their own research now, and no one's giving their findings. They're just doing their own research and coming to all types of conclusions.
That shit you said last week is still fucking funny. How you gonna do research? You ain't finished school. That shit bogus as hell. And I know you were joking.
It is bogus. But I mean, it's real.
You bogus as hell.
That's real.
What I was gonna read off real quick, you brought up the NBA. Let me see. Magic Raptors got postponed. Philadelphia 76ers got postponed.
Yep.
Wizards and Nets got postponed.
Yep.
The Bulls are still in hella COVID protocol.
Yep.
Nuggets Nets got postponed. Cavs Hawks got postponed.
Like, just Like we can't even.
Andre Drummond, Shake
point?
Milton in protocols, bro. Frank Vogel is in COVID protocols. Rick Carlisle is in COVID protocols. The whole Cleveland Brown team went on goddamn lockdown.
That's what I'm saying.
The whole I think
like it just looks sad right now because it's like you can't. I wish someone would ask Adam, like, yo, why is the NBA still open right now? Like, why is the season still running? Just to see what he'd have to say. Because I'd want to see him try to not make it about money when it's obviously about money. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, people are spending, like, as shitty as it is, it's like people are spending money to see certain players. You know what I'm saying? So if I pay for some Bulls tickets and then I find out Zach's gone, DeMar's gone, Io, Zoe.
You'll be mad as hell.
I'm gonna be like,
we just got DeMar's out of protocol now, but
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you're obviously want to see certain players play for all of them to be out, and then you got to watch a bunch of G Leaguers play. It's like, which not shitting on G Leaguers because they're really good too, but it's just like it's not what I'm trying to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now you got a bunch of games just postponed. So it's just if half the games are getting postponed, you'd think they should be like, maybe we shouldn't do this, But they don't really give a fuck. Clearly.
Yeah. Did they postpone the Bulls Lakers game today?
Probably, man.
They fucking need to.
Probably.
They need to postpone a lot of shit. I think it was today, the 19th.
Yeah, you see AD go down?
Yeah, man.
Dude, stay injured, bro.
It hurts my heart.
Stay injured.
It's sad. It hurts. And I wish that I just wish he was I'm not gonna call him not tough, but I wish his body was a little tougher. Granted, he also has bad luck. That play, I think anybody would got hurt.
That's not.
Bro rolled into him. That's not into him. But like, I think the game before, in that same game, he twisted his fucking ankle. That shit was nasty. Yeah. Like even when New Orleans, he had injury problems. His only injury-free year was on the Lakers when they had other big men to give him supple minutes. Supple. I'm not saying that. To give him consistent minutes.
Ample.
Thank you. Supple's. I put supple up there with moist.
Supple. I never say supple.
Right. I don't know why I said it.
Moist isn't even that bad of a word. I feel like mugs really just be saying it just it's a word. It's moist.
Ugh.
Like that's not a nasty word.
What's one word you don't like saying?
I don't like saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I have a word I don't like saying.
I know I don't like. One thing that fucks me up is that I cannot spell tomorrow.
You can't spell tomorrow. Yeah, I guess it is. What is it? TOMORROW.
I put TOMMORR. I don't know. I fuck it up.
I used to do that too, but I'm like, there's not two.
Wait.
There's no double letters in there.
I'll be fucking it up. So
I feel you. I feel you. I mean, there's words that I, might not be able to spell.
Yeah.
Confidently, but there's nothing I don't like saying.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So
I don't know.
So yeah, I think the NBA. I feel so bad for AD, man, because like,
yeah, man. I think
because he's raw as fuck when he's healthy, bro. Like it's not even funny.
Yeah, I think it's getting to the point you can't really call him a top 5 player.
No,
can't call him a top 5 player.
No.
Which sucks, but hey.
Yeah, you got because top 5 players play.
Top 5 players play.
Top 5. I think the one thing that goes into being
that's real, bro. Top 5 players play, bro. If you're playing half the season, you can't be top 5 player. I'm sorry.
No.
Even if every single game you're playing, you're a dog.
Unless you're like really bought, like Joel Embiid, he'll miss like 2 weeks randomly,
and then he'll just go wild.
He comes back and he's there for like a month and a half, busting ass. Like the playoffs against the Hawks on a torn MCL, fucking them up.
Yeah, he's going crazy. I mean, granted, like these guys are big men, so like I feel like they're a lot more just injury prone.
That's a fact.
They're big people.
It's a lot of weight.
But still, man, there's plenty of other big men that weren't like that either.
That's a fact.
You just gotta like watch your shit, and like at the same time, and I don't know how severe all these injuries are that AD's having. I'm sure some are worse than others, but I heard it's like he was out with like a bruise here, or just small shit where I'm just like, what? Like what? So and obviously like you shouldn't be playing through major injuries because you could just injure yourself more, but some injuries are playable.
Very much so.
You see what I'm saying? Like Zach LaVine was playing with an injured hand, like, and some people are like he should sit out, but the doctors were saying he could still play. Well, heal. It might take a little bit longer. So he was playing through it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a certain type of player you are. You feel me? But like again, we're just sitting here
speculating,
talking shit about millionaire basketball players.
Right. Who do this for a living? I wish I could play basketball for a living.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
Not trying to be haters,
shit, but I'm just saying though.
Yeah, facts.
I'm just saying though. So
facts. You definitely just want people to be safe and be okay. Like, I wish the best. So that's my favorite thing about LeBron. People talk about his shooting, his ability to play make. My favorite thing about LeBron is durability.
Yeah, bro. Even though
he's just now starting getting hurt.
Yeah, I mean he sits out a lot too, man. A lot of rest.
He does, but that's because this year.
How do you feel about that though? Because like, I get it, but at the same time, I think it's kind of bullshit.
All the rest.
Not just for him, but just a lot of players.
Honestly, I'm not mad at rest management. I think that could it be done to coordinate primetime games? Yes, because as a fan, I would be mad as hell. Like if you hurt, you hurt. That's different.
Yeah, of course.
But as a fan, if we know it's a primetime game coming up, Lakers Warriors, Lakers Nets, whatever, and you just finna kick it for some rest, like I would be mad as hell. So if you're gonna rest, can it not be primetime games? I'm not saying
not
that.
Even, I don't know, bro. It's like
I'm not mad at though.
You're that's your job.
It is their job.
I'm saying like that's your job to play the game.
It is, but also I get it though. Everyone's bodies work differently. I'm a proponent for a shorter schedule. So I'm low key for some rest management, not all of it. Like you ain't got to be sitting like every other game and shit like that. But come playoff time, like if you like a top 6 seed and you like we're gonna rest our guys, come because it's about to be playoff and they really about to be busting ass. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm not too mad at it as long as it's not like excessive, unnecessary rest. Then I'm not mad at it. I like shorter. I want a shorter season anyway. So
I mean, I think the season could just be put together better. You know, like there doesn't need to be a bunch of back-to-backs, and you got teams just having all types of crazy ass schedules and shit. So like that could be something too to help out.
This shit is horrible. Remember we played Miami, got beat because the night before we played. The night before we played Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay, we beat them. We flew back to Chicago to play Miami in Chicago. That makes no fucking sense.
I know.
Like, what?
Yeah.
And I just feel like my schedule idea makes a lot of sense. It's 70 games. So you're taking 12 games off the schedule. I know that Adam Silver's probably like, well, that's a lot of money. Probably, but you got to look at what you're getting back for it, right? 70 games. 35 pre-All-Star, 35 after All-Star. Maybe give them like an extra few days off in the middle of the season, near All-Star break. Every team gets a break. You know what I'm saying? Maybe have like a little one-on-one tournament. I saw that was kind of coming up on a point in time. Maybe do some shit like that. I don't know. Find something. 75 games. Yeah. That way, you got players who are obviously, you know, generational talents you want to keep healthy first and foremost.
Right.
But also, these are money getters. AD is a money getter. When AD plays, everyone wants to see AD play. He going to get you some money as a league. So why would you not want to protect that? The less games AD plays, the better. The less games Joel Embiid plays, the better. As much as, like, obviously want them to play more, less games, let me say this, less games they have to play.
You're right, but then, like, do they really deserve the hundreds of millions of dollars they're getting if they're not even playing a full season?
70 games would be the new season.
If they're playing the full 70 games.
If they are. 70 games is a lot of games.
That is a lot of games.
You know, it's not as much as 82, but it's still a lot of games. And I feel like 35 games per team, that's still enough games per week to still have a national TV schedule. I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad schedule.
You know?
I'm not saying that. Yeah.
It preserves player health. That way, come playoff time, you got players who aren't feeling burnt out and go in there and hoop. Because 82 does seem excessive. I know, like, Michael Jordan and I believe Dirk had a quote once, and they were just like, shut up and play. I get it, but 82 games is a long fucking season, bro.
I mean, they know what they're getting this sign up for.
They do.
Well, but are we paying them the same too?
And that's the thing. I don't know the money aspect of it. I like if I really, really like sat down with this idea, I had to figure out how much NBA team makes per game.
They'd have to be getting paid less.
That would probably affect the cap in the CBA. So some players probably ain't going for it.
Yeah, at all. You know, I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's not really fair to the fans. You know what I'm saying? For just players just to sit because they're tired. Like, I know you're tired. I get tired too, but I can't just not go to work. I
mean, yeah, true. But also, it's like, it's their bodies, though.
That's true. But that's also the season. If you can't handle playing that long, then don't play. And again, I'm over here talking like I do that, but that's why I'm not getting paid millions of dollars to play a game. You feel me? But if I was, I probably want to play as much as possible. Unless I was injured.
I would like to.
If I was injured, then obviously.
That's a whole we're not talking about injury. We're talking about rest.
Just resting because, I'm tired.
Like I know Steph got some rest last night because they didn't play in Toronto. They sent him home for rest.
Yeah, bro. Why?
Steph, Draymond, because it's like, we going to rest you. Wow, we don't need this game. We're in number one seed.
Like, I get it, but just play the game.
He does play a lot though.
I know he plays a lot.
I think that's like the only game he's missed all season.
That's different.
30 games.
You don't gotta play every single game. That's ridiculous. But when you're resting 20, if you're resting more than 10, 15 games,
resting 20 games is ridiculous.
Resting, just not even I'm injured, just taking time off.
If you rest 20 games, that shit is like that's some shit make me think you're injured. It's not resting.
I mean, I think that goes into the whole GOAT argument too. If you're talking about greatest players of all time, but you're only good half the season. Because you're not playing the other half. It's like you can't really be the greatest because you're not performing that well all the time.
Is there anyone specific you're referring to?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I'm just saying because you got a lot of players back in the day that were playing.
The motherfucker, same thing with boxers. The same shit with boxers. Them motherfuckers is fighting every weekend.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Which is different because and I wouldn't want boxers to be fighting like that either because there's a lot more of that. Obviously, it's a lot more of a dangerous sport. But
yeah.
But yeah, man, you could be a great player, but if you're only playing half the games, man, it's just what are we paying you for?
I mean, you still paying them to play. They're still gonna be okay financially.
But they're only playing half the season. I can't work half the time and keep a job. You feel me? I'm also not a basketball player, so I'm obviously replaceable, which is, whatever. But
I feel it. All right, my man, you got anything else?
Nah, bro.
Oh, wow, interesting. I'm about to set you off. You ready?
What's up?
Look what Kyrie posted. What do you think this means?
I think that's just stupid. I think that's just. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming he probably feels that him and Muhammad Ali were on the same boat, which that's just dumb. Because we all know Muhammad Ali wasn't supporting vaccines, 1. So, but 2, unless it comes out that he didn't test positive and they real life are just keeping him from playing. But if he tested positive, it's bro, you tested positive. You know what I'm saying? What else are they supposed to do? You feel me? But yeah, man. I mean, I hope he doesn't think he's doing the same thing Muhammad Ali did. Because that's not the case.
Yeah.
At all.
I don't know. His mind's in a different place. I'm excited to see what his his next long-term interview. I'm kind of excited to see where exactly.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
It's not long-term. His next long interview. Yeah. If he ever sits down for one, I would love to see. I would love to see him on Joe Rogan.
I would like to see him. I don't know if I do.
I want to see an interview. I just want because I'm a very curious person. Though.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'd like to see it, but I just wonder we've heard him talk in length before. Not that he's not a dumb person at all. No, absolutely not.
Not by any means. But I was just trying to
be talking about.
See where his mind's at, how it's evolved since he's had all this time off, since he went on Instagram Live. Now all these cases are happening. Where exactly is
what does he think?
Yeah,
but he's not an authority in the field at all.
He's
That's
not
asking me what I think.
He's not an authority, but it'd just be interesting to kind of hear his thoughts. Because it seems like I haven't heard a perspective like his, where it's just I'm doing this out of protest, and then you share things about Muhammad Ali, but they're protesting 2 completely different things.
I've seen his point of view.
What do you think it is?
I mean, I've seen other people have the same point of view.
Oh, okay.
Not mandates and this not doing it, but you got to protest. But it's just all right, that's cool. But again, that's my thing. If he's gonna say he's doing his own research, great. What are you researching? You know what I'm saying? Don't just say shit and then give us nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're saying you're a voice for the voiceless. That's great. What are you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, it's hard to be a voice for the voiceless when the voiceless are not in the same position you're in at all. You don't need to work. You're good. A lot of other people do need to work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other people can't just not go to work. You feel me? So you saying, "Oh, I'm not going to play basketball." It's that sucks because he's a great talent, and you want to see that, and I love watching him play basketball. But at the same time, it's I know his struggles and our struggles will not be the same ever at all.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? If he were to get COVID bad, let's hope he doesn't. He's got the money to afford the care. We don't. You know what I'm saying? He's got endorsements giving him millions of dollars every year. We don't. So it's it's hard to relate to what he's saying because I just can't. You feel me?
Definitely. All right, my man. Go give me social medias.
Instagram is Pierce_Michael1. Snapchat and Apple Music's PB00GS.
Devonn Allen on all platforms, man. It's ISD and School Detention on all platforms. YouTube, podcast platforms, as always, guys. Check us out. New things coming. You guys have a great one.
Peace.